Hello folks, welcome to Legacy IS Academy. In this video, we will be looking into a current affair topic presented to you by your faculty Sushma KP. So what is the topic that we will be looking into today? AAP MP switching to BJP, will it constitute to anti-defection or disqualification of this MPs? First and foremost, now if you're someone who likes to know about local news, national news, international news, then subscribe to Legacy IS Academy channel as we offer deep insights into each of these topics. Now coming back to the topic, let's begin this way. First I'll tell it to you like a story type, then we will look into this. So recently, 7 prominent people from your AAP, okay, Aam Aadmi Party, in, okay, have shifted from Aam Aadmi Party to BJP. Now the question came as to when you are voted from a particular party and you're shifting your allegiance in between, won't this qualify for disqualification according to your general principles? Now what does this general principles means? See, there is this feature which was introduced with respect to anti-defection. That is, if you switch your party loyalties, go against party whip, etc., you will face disciplinary actions which can also amount to disqualification from your position. Now, these 7 MPs who have switched from AAP to BJP, won't they face any disqualification? For this, the answer lies in again 3 things. One is with respect to your anti-defection schedules under your 10th schedule, 52nd Constitutional Amendment and 91st Constitutional Amendment. All these 3 gives us a deep insights into how your defection or disqualification of an MP works. First and foremost question. Now let's devolve into your second aspect. Now who is going to decide on your disqualification? Now here it is Rajya Sabha. Your AAP has members from both legislatures. So in this case, it will be chairman of Rajya Sabha. Understanding, there is presiding officer of each house will be the one who will be determining the disqualification. Okay. Next, most important thing we have to think about is this issue time bound or has constitution not mentioned a time limit? Which means, is chairman bound to listen to these issues of disqualification immediately and give a response within a particular period of time? And is it mentioned in the constitution? The answer is no, the Rajya Sabha chairman or the presiding officer is not bound by any timeline and neither has constitution prescribed on. In this case, your judiciary has intervened and told that, okay, based on past precedences, no, there might not be a set fixed timeline, but you dispose of the case as soon as possible. Understanding? Now coming to the main question in hand, will these 7 MPs be disqualified? Now taking into the precedence of previous events that has happened, where a member alongside 2/3 of his party members go and merge with another party, they will not qualify for disqualification. So in the same sense here, 2/3 of members from AAP have merged with BJP. So this will not lead to disqualification is one section of the argument. Another section of the argument coming from your researchers and commenters is that, see, when we tell the party must merge with 2/3 of its members to another party, it must be by the original party founder. That otherwise means that in this case, Arvind Kejriwal himself along with party members should be merging with BJP is what they are telling. So there are 2 types of the coin here. Another aspect comes here is, now until your presiding officer takes a decision, these members will technically be under your name of AAP. But let's say they will participate in any legislative process, it will be counted for BJP. Your AAP can issue your party whip and these members who have shifted can keep violating. But until the decision comes into hand, that is from your presiding officer, this is how it will be. Understanding? Now let's get into the video. First and foremost, if you see, 7 AAP, that is your Aam Aadmi Party Rajya Sabha MPs, have decided to join BJP. Now 3 of them are remaining, and for your merger clause to happen, merger means 2/3 of members from a party has to merge with another party here. So here it is 7 members from AAP merging with your BJP. So the again key question is, will these MPs face disqualification under defection law, or the 2/3 merger clause help them from or save them from disqualification, or is it going to protect them? First and foremost, we'll see what is the constitutional and legal frameworks involved here. Like I mentioned, 10th schedule of the constitution. 10th schedule was added in the 52nd constitutional amendment, which was further strengthened. That is, your anti-defection was further strengthened by your 91st Constitutional Amendment Act. What is this? If an individual MP voluntarily gives up his seat, then he is deemed for disqualification. But in this case, it is not a single MP who has given up. It is 2/3 of the members. And also, the 52nd Constitutional Amendment also mentions that if a member goes against your party wishes, or if it is operating not according to your party wishes or your party whip, then also you can be brought under your disciplinary actions, which may even include disqualification. Understanding, disciplinary action doesn't always mean disqualification. One exception that is there is your 2/3 of party members of one party agree for a merger with another. Then in this case, it is considered as a valid merger and not a defection, or in this case, disqualification is not applied. Okay. So this is what is the debate that we are talking about. Now, according to your PRS view, like I told you, there are two views to this. Whether there will be disqualification or whether there will not be any disqualification. First, 2/3 of members shifted here, that is in this case MPs. So this qualifies as merger. And if you take account of your previous president, M. Venkaiah Naidu also approved when your TDP say members, 2/3 of members merged with BJP. Okay, that time it was considered a merger, so there was no disqualification involved. So the another scenario is merger must involve original political party and not just Rajya Sabha members. In this case, 7 Rajya Sabha MPs, whoever we are claiming. Now, in this, we are telling this requires consent of Arvind Kejriwal or the party leadership, because that is what is coming under your original party. Yes. So, without this defection, that is this particular shift, will be brought under defection and disqualification is possible. Understanding? Now, what is the role of Rajya Sabha chairman here? Simple, we have told that final authority with regarding to disqualification lies with the presiding officer, and presiding officer has two options. A, accept the merger, that time it will not lead to any disqualification. B, reject the merger, that means it will disqualify the MPs. Another aspect here is, after, let's say, is this final? Will it be it? Is there no judicial review applicable? No, judicial review is applicable after the ruling. So interim situation, that is in between the decision comes, what is the verdict means? Your MPs, the 7 shifted MPs will officially be part of your AAP, but they will take part with respect to your BJP, let's say with respect to legislative process. Understanding, then votes will go in favor of your BJP only. So this creates issues of technical versus effective strength of your BJP in upper house. AAP can keep on issuing your party political whip. Your members can keep on rejecting it. So this also is there. Okay, two sides. Now, what will it impact on your Rajya Sabha strength? BJP gains effective vote. Your AAP party has a significantly lower, weaker position. Okay. After, let's say, if merger is accepted by the chairman, then BJP tally will increase, आपका role or its influence in Rajya Sabha will decrease. Had if there been a scenario if less than 2/3 of members had shifted to your BJP, then they would not have the protection under your 2/3 merger clause. It will lead to disqualification. Understanding? So that would have been a bigger risk. What is the problems with anti-defection? See, first and foremost, when this anti-defection was brought about, it kind of curtailed, okay, their individual representatives on their opinion. They are strictly bound by the party leadership. Understanding? And also, there is an issue about delay in decision. There is no time frame fixed for the chairman to decide. Second thing, the legislator might lose the autonomy because he is bound by the party whip. Third, there is ambiguity with respect to the merger. Legislature party versus political party. Understanding? This is what is the issue here because there are both. Presiding officer bias. Usually there is also the concern where your presiding officer comes from the ruling party, that is the chairman. So possibility of your impartiality also comes into question. These are the possibilities. Now, if you see what is the historical background of your anti-defection coming into picture, largely the issue lies in your 1960s to 1970s, where it was called as an era of Ayaram and Gayaram. Why is this? One simple example I'll tell you to make you understand this. There was this one particular candidate, Gayalal, where in one single day he switched 3 party allegiances, which means this is in loose terms referred to as horse trading. Understanding? Continuous party shifting, allegiance shifting more than once and certain times more than 5 times. Okay, all this creates a difficulty in your legislation as well as your executive work. So what happened? 1985 they introduced 52nd amendment which brought in 10th schedule. What is the 10th schedule? This was added to constitution in order to make sure that there is accountability, and also this will keep on making sure that floor crossing will not keep happening for their personal gains and advantages. This was further strengthened in 2003 with the 91st constitutional amendment, where they held that the council of ministers size is to be kept below your 15% only. Understanding? Even in smaller states it has to be so and so. So this set up a precedent. In 2024-25 scenario, this 7 MPs joining BJP is now going to test the merger clause. So we will have to see the outcome to find out how exactly it will be leaning towards. So what are the key takeaways from this? It all depends on whether the Rajya Sabha chairman will accept the merger or not, which will determine whether disqualification will happen or not. First thing. Second scenario is, this case also exposes the difficulty in trying to balance between legislators' autonomy and to avoid your horse trading. Understanding? So the outcome of this is going to tell us which side we are leaning towards. Alright, with this we've come to the end of the content. If you like our content, subscribe to our channel, hit the like button, share it along with your friends. Thank you.